We will see them going upstairs first. Looks like she's having some problems. But they are hard pushing up Solarium stairs. Double kill for Pickles, as he is making noise outside on that outside windows. A lot of noise happening as Pickles moves in. 5v2 scenario. Pickles is fragged out. Slammer in a 3v1 now, and does get taken care of on piano doorway. So sorry about that. The stream had some problems, it looked like. Stream seems to be having some problems. People are struggling to get in the stream. Hold on.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Activating jammer. Magnet deployed.
Deploying welcome.
Magnet's ready. Let's go.
I messed up the stream name. That's a little awkward.
5 seconds to go.
That's not mine going out.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse.
Setting deterrent. Perimeter defense active.
Deploying jammer.
Reloading.
Sorry, I'm fixing the stream. This is kind of awkward. Stream's having some issues.
Reloading.
Time to move forward.
Alright, so 5v4 scenario. Void did take the first round pretty handedly, being able to move quickly up Solarium stairs and have like a hard push there. They do seem to be applying that pressure from Solarium again to maybe get that same type of spark and easy push that they did get before. We do have Pickles applying that pressure from bathroom window. I guess he's kind of waiting to break it so he gets a call about where they are. He does break bathroom window, applying pressure there. Flute, he does get down though. He falls off the roof. Captain Red does pick up a frag onto the roaming Fenrir to make it a temporary 4v3, but it will become a 5v3 once Pickles is rezzed. Webb making his way in the bathroom, giving info. Remmers does take out Flute, which is kind of their knock, who's trying to play below and trying to sneak up for a kill. Does take him out. Ace charges go down on the wall. They are planning to make a plant. He is putting the plant down. Pickles picking up a kill main window. Trades go down as Remmers picks up a kill. 3v1 now. Now as Lion puts the plant down, and it's a 1v3 now. So we're gonna see how this this guy does in a 1v3. He has to win this to win in the round, obviously. He does get a shell off, and the Montaigne will take the 1v1. So 2-0 for Void as they successfully steamroll them, basically. Both times when they push up the Solarium stairs, they have no answer to the Solarium push. They but maybe it's for the better not to go there again and kind of take it to a different site. Void is very strat heavy team. We've seen it in the past. They like their strats, and they're not afraid to run any operator that they need to. I mean, they have web on the Montaigne.
Magnet activated.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
They bring the utility, they bring the operators that they need to bring, and Pickles gets his frags. Pickles is a known guy for the amount of frags that he gets, and he's known to be one of the best players on this roster. So if they let Pickles cook, he can cook.
Moving back. Morgan is ready. Use it if you have to.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Device prime. Keep an eye on.
5 seconds remaining.
Jammer prime. Deploying stand volley. Doorway trapped.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
We will see them defend, hopefully successfully, and kind of as you expected with this Void team, they always go for the secondary pushes. You know, they walked up Solarium stairs and it was the easy take. Looks like now they're pushing backside. They don't like to push the main pushes. They're very strat heavy, and when they have to push the main pushes, they will. But as you could tell, they are going for the secondary backside push. They're working that Montaigne to get as much info as possible with the gridlock, you know, keeping any flankers on patrol. They do have info on the push. They can kind of assume that they are going for this backside push. Flu already finds himself a kill onto the roaming Wamai in that kitchen hallway. C4 does go down to no success, but we are seeing that Montaigne get info on the people that are in sight to try 5v3 now as Pickles picks up a kill. 5v2 as Pickles picks up another kill. Flame Bolt goes out. Yuri does get the kill onto the Montaigne. And all of a sudden this is kind of winnable for this defense. A couple frags did go down in play. Remember's watching that backside main take, just in case somebody sneaks down those stairs. Capital bolts do go off onto that pillar wine cellar. But that glass is holding down that snowmobile hallway. Yuri finds himself a kill onto Captain, so now it is a 2v2. It went from a 2v4 to a 2v2, I believe. A lot of Maverick holes, a lot of kill holes for this team. They do drop diffuser.
Attackers have recovered their defuse.
Pickles will find himself in a 1v1 temporarily, 2v2, 2v1 for now. And Pickles will find himself the second kill to get a 4K that round. That is a 4K from Pickles. I mean, he's doing the heavy lifting his team needs and was able to save the game there. I mean, Pickles having an outstanding game against this team. 3v1 essentially, or sorry, 1v4 essentially after this game. They're up 3-0 now. Pickles is playing an outstanding game, except for the time that he fell off the roof, but we won't talk about that.
Defuse as many bombs as they can.
But we are going to see them go back down to Snowmobile Garage, hopefully to, you know, hopefully to find some success, because this defense is not looking too good. Maybe they switch out the cap can. I mean, they're running a lot of cap can. Nobody runs into cap can traps. In a comp sense, it is not very good to run a cap can because it's just going to be droned out and it's just going to be taken care of. But I mean, I guess if you want to run a cap can, run a trapper, so be it. They need some more maybe utility-based operators on this defensive side, but we are going to see them work the backside push, as Void loves to do. Slammer does get a free pick onto Pickles, making it a 4v5. That is a very interesting spawn peek that I do enjoy and does work. So, I mean, not having your top frag is kind of a letdown here. Looks like they will be at least Maverick will be making his way toward the main wall and running that glass trap. Glass is going to be on rappel here. and he's going to look through these holes as they are placed. He does not find himself the kill onto the Kapkan that was sitting connector, as they do have a main stairs push. So this has turned into a main stairs and main wall push. Webb taking some damage after the toss T4 by Kapkan. Still 4v5 though. Smoke does go down to help the Glaz try to find a kill onto any of these players. Gridlock does get fragged out, and so does Maverick to put it into a 2v5 scenario. 1v5 now, as it is just the Glaz outside on breach. Not a good round for this attack. Losing Pickles that early to a Swamp Peak is kind of the reason to that. I mean, you can't really lose a player like that early. That is that problematic. And he is a really good fragger for this Void team. And flawless round. I mean, what a comeback. I'm talking about in this game. I know it's only one round, but they were sweep those 2 rounds, and it wasn't looking good for this team. And to come out and have a flawless round on Snowmobile is huge momentum, and we will look to this team as they will try to keep going with their wins. 1-3 this game is. We are seeing Yuri and Pickles kind of separating themselves from the bunch, and it's always like the 2 Goliaths, and then like all like the other players around, like the supporting cast. It is always fun when we have those games where there's 2 people that are just having an outstanding game, and everybody just kind of supporting the 2 giants to go head to head. But we will see them try to go upstairs here to this master take. They are, or they at least should be ready for this Solarian push that they love to do. And what Void will do is when they see you contribute all your gadgetry and info and intel for the Solarian push, they will just do the main push that is the most popular, and they will smoke you. And I mean, seeing that we do see this lineup from this team, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the main push. I mean, they make you do this, they make you have this dedication toward utility, toward this area of the map. And maybe we do see a bunch of intel on Solar. I mean, we do see Fenrir play finally. I mean, it kind of took him a little bit to pull out the Fenrir, but he's a very good map control operator. And we might see this main push happen, as Pickles does go down early. So Slimer does take out Pickles and finds himself in a gunfight with Nomad, which he does swing, ineffectively getting the kill. Impacts go down, as he is kind of low after the impacts. Watchful does pick up the kill onto him. 4v4. 4v3 as Flute finds himself a kill and finds himself a double kill, moving into that master bedroom, as Ella cannot find the refrag onto him. 4v2 scenario though. Ella does push up to half wall, kind of holding that close angle, shoots gun, and gives up location. But this was looking very good for this defense until the double kill did happen. Flute does find himself in a 3v2 now. Or, sorry, Void finds himself into a 3v2. Get this wall breached. And maybe we see a smoke plant here, as we do see the Thermite with the ACOG. Very true to old Siege, where ACOGs were trump cards in this game. Now it's 1.5s. Stim Pistol does go down to make him full HP. We do see the Thermite make his way into sight. Will he go for the plant? Flashes out. Plant is going down. They do have to do something about it, as they do. They take out. Oh wait, they take out the guy holding him. 2v2 scenario now. 2v1 as Webb finds himself a kill. Now it's up for Rembers in the post plant. 1v2 scenario. 30 seconds on the clock to do this retake. Will he be able to do it? Osa shield goes down. There is a nomad on the door, so as soon as he walks through the door, he will be blown back. Gets blown back there. Do know his location now. And it's just up to this. Shots go down onto the thermite. He cannot stim himself. He's got to make a play here. 10 seconds left. He will not win this round. Maybe he will find a kill onto a person, and he will not even find himself a kill as Webb cleans up. And they're up 4-1. I mean, this is kind of a little bit of a slam here, I'm not going to lie. We are seeing this team in play doing a very good job. Void is absolutely wiping the floor with this team, I'm not going to lie. I mean, that push was, I wanted to say it was in the favor of Atlas until the later rounds, or later minutes of the game, obviously, when it became a 2v4. Then, you know, as everybody you kind of let that Flores make a play onto, you let the Flores make the play on that K9 balcony doorway. And that was kind of a little bit of a blunder from this team, letting him get those 2 kills and escape. He did eventually get fragged out, or traded out with the Ella, but I mean that really can't happen here. We will see them go back upstairs. Hopefully when they get the first pick, which they are very known for getting.
We're ready for company.
We have seen the first pick go to them
10 seconds to insertion.
a couple times this round, or this game, but they just cannot finish
5 seconds
the
remaining.
round. I mean,
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
if they could work off that first pick, I mean, they could definitely possibly win the game here. We do see Pickles on that knock. Gonna see what he can do. Taking out roamers and sneakily being a side show to the main show, which would be possibly getting main wall again. Void with their main push here. We are not. It looks like we're not going to see the Solarium push. So we are seeing the thermite on. Or sorry, we are seeing the Osa on K9 balcony, joining up for a team, as we do see Flu inside of library entrance, kind of holding down that those head holes that do look at library hallway. We do see Pickles on top of that roof, looking down in the library hallway, trying to kind of pry at this defense, see what they can do, as they do need to make some, make a little bit of a stand here and take some map. We do see Thermite successfully get main wall open. So now it is a 5v5 with a minute 30 on the clock. They kind of got to find some frags, got to trade out, get some players on the board. And this defense needs to keep men on the board. Possibly, or if they're looking for a final execute. Pickles does find a kill onto Remmers. That is Frost Dead holding Piano. 3v5 now, as Webb finds a kill onto Yuri. They move into sight. 3v5 now. Echo does find himself a kill onto the Ram. 3v4 now. He finds himself in another gunfight on the guy on the half wall. Watchful does go for plant here. They need to see that Echo. Echo needs to, I mean, I don't know why this Echo's taking front line stuff. Slammer does get the kill onto the Thermite. 1v3 now for Pickles. He is on that Solarium push. And Doc does clean him up. That's a round for Atlas. I mean, that was a very good round for Atlas. Remmers, Slammer, all had excellent rounds, getting multiple frags that round, and just kind of denying that main push, as maybe we see a little bit of a shift in momentum here. It is 4-2, and now Void has the honors of playing defense. So we will see them go master bedroom / office. Very popular first site. We will see Fenrir in play. As I said, Void is not afraid to run any operator that they need to run.
Attackers
They're a
need to locate
very
and defuse
strat-heavy
bombs.
team, and if they need to run a Monty, they'll run a Monty. It is noted that when they did not run a Monty, they struggled a little bit making progress on the map. Whether they won the round or not is a different story, but
Attackers have located
it
a
seemed
bomb.
that the Monty that Webb plays helps them kind of make some like entrances into the map, and having a human shield is very, very useful sometimes for the push. But we will
10 seconds
see
remaining.
a pretty standard lineup from Void
5
and a
seconds
pretty standard
remaining.
lineup from Atlas. Finka kind of out of style now,
Attackers are heading out
a little
to
bit
defuse the
out
bomb.
of the meta, a little bit. We will see him on LMG, and possibly we see a little bit of a multiple angle push as an attempted spawn peek from Flute gets out of it alive and does no damage, but maybe if he held his bullets a second sooner, he would have got that kill, as they do have info on Flute being top campfire.
I'm reloading.
Magnet deployed. Magnet, let them go.
Tracks go down as
Target detected.
they will promptly be shot almost onto anybody that is in piano.
Jammer activated.
We are seeing this kind of a slow pry from this team. 5v5.
Reloading.
Map controls at kind of a premium. They don't even have library yet. It's not looking good, as they kind of seem confused and a little bit unsure of their push.
Target on the ground.
I mean, if we look here, we see only one player on the map, and it's the Ash playing below, as nobody has made it inside yet, and there's a minute 30 on the clock, so they have to make some progress. Flute does go down 5v4 now, as Servo finds himself a kill onto Flute, who is holding down the library area. Remmers finds himself a kill onto Pickles. That is a very big kill, as Pickles is one of the hottest hands on this Void roster. This Ash playing below, kind of holding it down and trying to find himself a pick below. Shots go down. 3v5 scenario for this Void defense. Will they be able to? Will they bend but not break? You see Watchful kind of getting on that flank. He does hit a frost mat, so it will make it a 2v3, as this attack is kind of successfully making their way into sight. One v3 now, as Derby finds himself a kill onto Captain, and Servo takes out the flank from Watchful, and now the game's 4-3. So we saw the successful attack from Atlas as they kind of make this game almost even. I mean, they're one round away from making it 4-4, and if they make it 4-4, it's anybody's game. I mean, very good push. It was kind of slow. I mean, there was a minute 30 on the clock, and nobody of the Void roster was actually on the map except Slammer, who was playing below on that Ash, trying to find himself a free pick on anybody that was kind of roaming below the empty or the open hatch. But
Attackers need to locate and defuse
good
the
round
bomb.
from them, regardless. Finding that pick from Servo was kind of necessary for the push to kind of make a breakthrough. Taking care of the Wamai that was library was also an important pillar of that round. But we do see Webb on the Clash. So kind of like a similar to Monty, he'll be there to give info. Webb is very known for running any operator that you need. I mean, he's a very useful guy. We will see the zombie play. We will see the Mira in play
10 seconds
with the
left before
Jaeger.
insertion.
Pickles on that Mozzie, hopefully to get some frags here and take care of any dronage above, as he does place his tests into choke points of the map above to hopefully get any drones and deny intel for his upstairs roam, I assume. I mean, when you see a Mira and you see a zombie in play, it's kind of like operators that, you know, could be banned. Like if it's a bannable operator, not even droning from slammers. Pickles does get the frag onto him. He is on. So that is gridlock done. So that is any flank taken care of, as Pickles will be found out of his room upstairs, as they will possibly flush him out or kind of just deal with him. You'll see this backside push kind of go down as H-Tart does go onto the wall. Looks like this Jaeger's playing pretty aggressively on this doorway, kind of watching out for any player that wants to swing him. As the Clash does rotate to Luke does find himself a kill onto Yuri. 3v5 now, as he does swing Snowmobile. Does pick up a kill. 2v5 now. Osa does pick up the refrag onto him, as Clash is kind of chasing him and getting calls about his location. Remmer's kind of unfortunate situation that he is in. Servo playing above on that ram, trying to find himself a kill onto any roaming player. Does shoot, give out his info. Does pick up the kill onto Remmers. 2v3 now. It's a little bit more winnable for this attack, as they do have to take care of this Clash to possibly win this round. This defense playing in blue, playing behind his Azami in Wine Cellar, and the Clash kind of holding down that Wine Cellar breach. Yeah, I don't know how much progress you can make off this. He does...
Come at me.
Let me see. Okay, he was running Claymore, so he does not have EMPs on him. But 2v3 now, as we see what kind of progress they can make, as it looks like little, honestly, with having this Clash on it. I don't know what he can do in this scenario. It is kind of a choke point from this team. As soon as he pushes out, that's 5, 10, 15 HP. Remmers is down to below half and basically only taking that damage from that Clash, as he has to make a play. Servo will find himself the kill onto the player. 2v2 now, as he does not find himself that kill onto his Azami, as the game basically over. 1v2. Could not be won, obviously, because of time. And Void wins this. Void wins this round. They are up now 5-3, so now momentum is kind of in their favor. It's been kind of in their favor all game, with Atlas kind of taking some rounds here and there, but they really need to fix up that attack, as they need somebody to deal with this Clash, as it looks like Webb will not be playing Clash, as Clash is Webb is kind of known for playing any operator that you need. I've already reiterated this multiple times during this stream, during this game. Atlas is kind of a guy that you kind of want around, where he can play the Monty, he can play the Bandit, he can play the Clash, he can play any operator that you need, he will be on. We are seeing that Fenrir in play. Fenrir is a very important operator, as he can hold large areas of the map and give a lot of info, having 5 of those purple gas emitters. I don't even know what they're called, but we'll go with that. 5-3 this game is. We are seeing them go back to master bedroom. And we'll kind of see what they do from here. Their first try, they did not win the round, as we saw a pretty good push from this attack. They struggled to take they struggled to have any map presence, but they did get the first 2 frags, which kind of solidified their round and made it a 5v3, which is much more winnable than a 5v5, obviously, or even having a 3v3 and having them traded out. I mean, if you're this defense, you kind of want to take some frags, as Yuri finds himself a kill onto Flu. So you're this defense, you want to keep men on the board here, and a 5v5 is a lot easier to win than a 1v1. With, you know, if you're this defense, you want them to kind of trade people out, but Fluke going down early is not good, as we see this attack team take control of library, so they're already doing better on map progress-wise. There's 2 minutes on the clock, and they have control of that library.
The attacker's bomb diffuser
Gridlock.
has been dropped.
Teammate does go into the frost mat, will get himself out of it, but he will be kind of
Attackers have recovered their
slowly. He does, Bandit's foot does poke out, making it a 2v5 as he kind of gets that free kill onto him. I don't know what Webb was doing there. 5v2 now though, as they kind of make their push onto site. Watchful picks up a kill, making it a 2v4 onto the Grim that was shooting the beast into kind of choke points on the map. But 2v4, we will see H-Star just go down. The flank from Mr. Pickles finds himself 2, does get refragged, and Watchful in a 1v2 now. You will see what he can do. And Slam will find himself the kill on the Watchful. And that is a round 1 from your Atlas team. Yuri kind of pulling through for this Atlas squad. Remmers, Slammer. I mean, they're all kind of having a good game. Zervi's kind of behind, but and then you look at this roster. You're seeing Captain Red a little bit behind, Watchful a little bit behind, Webb kind of behind. I mean, Pickles is having an outstanding game. He was 8-1 at one point, so as of late, he's been 4-6. He's kind of disappeared a little bit, but with that double kill, he kind of like puts himself a little bit still above his team, as they kind of need Pickles to lead them and get some frags every single round for them to take this. We will see the bar site. Bar is a very popular site for having this Mira. This Mira setup is a very common strategy, a very good strategy for this bar, as it is kind of more common than dining room. As we do see some dining room, if you hold that master area, you'll be fine in a comp aspect of this game.
Welcome back deployed.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Time to redecorate.
But we will see a pretty common setup. We will see the fuse to make some ruckus and be able to, I mean, their loadout's based on if they can take library. We do see a ram, we do see a thermite in play, and the fuse. I mean, their setup for this attack is solely based on getting library control, which will be a very good choice point. Looks like we do have the Mira set up for upstairs as well. This is a very good Mira, and it's a very important Mira, as we also see the Azami kind of holding upstairs as well. I mean, a pretty advanced setup from this team. We do see the reinforcements on this library wall, as well as some on the wall over here, and we do see a castle in play to kind of stop any backside pushes. They're kind of getting control of this office and piano area, putting that thermite charge down to kind of make some progress. Flute will find himself his kill onto Gridlock, as it is now a 5v4, so now they gotta get a refrag.
Swapping mags.
Thermite in a gunfight with this Azami, trying to take map control. They have to get some map control here. They have that deployable shield on that choke point. Looks like Wamai might find himself a kill, but he is patient and plays it safe. And does get fragged out from Yuri, who sneaks up blue stairs. 3v4 now as Slammin takes care of Flute. Fuses now rain down. A minute on the clock. Will they be able to hold this? We will see on the flank. 2v4 now. Fuses do go down. As you see Slammer kind of taking map control here. That mirror is closed and doesn't even look at it as Captain Red does take care of him, making it a 3v3. So now this is very winnable. We have Webb on the flank, Watchful on the flank. Red does grab a kill. 3v2 now. We gotta see what this they can do. 3v1 now as the retake above is evident and Watchful picks up another frag. What a 3v5. I mean, that was just disciplined defense. They had two flankers. They had a guy coming up blue and a guy that was making his way all the way from Astro Stairs, and they effectively did the retake and regained map control. That was very good and disciplined defense, although they were down early to that 4v2, I believe, pretty early, 4v3. And it looked like kind of in the favor of Atlas, and then they totally flipped it as kind of Fuse was kind of lost in sight, not even looking at the Mira. And
Attackers need to locate and
I mean, what a comeback from Void that round. They are up 6-4, so this is possibly match point as they go to Wine Cellar. They won this round the first time that they went there. They had the clash sitting backside, kind of holding it down. They could not do anything about this clash, so I'd like to see what they can bring to kind of get this clash off of its feet. Excuse me. But they have to deal with this clash effectively if they want to win this round. Webb, very good at Montane and Clash, and we will see him on Clash, kind of doing this thing. They do bring the Mira again. They do bring the Azami again. So exact same lineup from this team.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
We see Pickles prepping that run out. Pickles does not find any kills on the run out, as it looks like everybody kind of is going to be pushing backside again. They're going to go for this backside take. Didn't work the first time. We will see if they can effectively do it, as they do have a Finka, a Gridlock, Capital, Ace, Osa, you know, the whole deal. Having the Capital, I've seen more Capital recently, and what's the reason for not Ash charging the mirror window in games? I mean, if you're not going for that main push, you don't really need to deal with Ash charge. You don't really need to Ash charge that window, because it looks like they're not even pushing main side. So if they have the Mira on that main wall, they don't need to worry about having the Ash charge, because they're not even pushing that side. And having the Mira looking at main, Flute will find himself a kill onto the Ace, which is a very big hit from this team, as Ace charges already did go down. We are seeing Watchful on that shotgun, does get wall banged, so Remmers will pick up a kill, making it a 4v4. Progress has to be made. They don't even have main wall open. They have side wall open. Remmers does drop in sight. Smoke does cover up his drop, but he has made the drop. And do they know that he dropped? That's a great question. Mozzie does pick up the kill, so it looks like they did have intel on his drop. 3v4 now, as his attack has to kind of do something. Now that they are down a man, having that clash, giving that info on the guy that is sitting in Boiler. Mirror shotgun was a little bit questionable. I don't know. You will see once in a while, like Webb was running Bandit shotgun earlier. It was kind of confusing. We are seeing a little bit of a loadout difference from this team. You're not overthinking it, Leon. Don't worry. They're just not pushing main side, so you don't really need to bring that Ash for the mirror window if you're not even pushing it. Flute will find himself another kill. 4v2. If they win this round, they win the game. It is down to Zervi and Servo to kind of, he misses the EMP, which is a little bit embarrassing here. He does miss the EMP, so Clash will still have the EMP. Servo will get a kill, making it
10 seconds left.
and get fragged out by Webb. Clash is laying down, misses the kill, 1v2. Pickles will clean up the round. No, I'm talking about the bar games last round. Oh, that is a good question, Leon. But we do see Void take it, and Void wins 7-4. Very good win from Void. They were very operator. They care about, you could tell that they care about the operators they run. Decent game here. We see Void win this game, and that's a very important win for Void. And Atlas, they are a pretty young org, so maybe they have time to evaluate and change up their push. But I mean, Atlas played a pretty fine game. They nitpicked a few rounds. I mean, they got first frags a few rounds, so I mean, it wasn't really the fault of the fraggers. It was kind of a little bit of a too close of a game that came down to operator selection, and they missed the mark plenty of times, as Void just had better operators most of the time. They had the Clash, they couldn't deal with it. They had the Monte, couldn't deal with it.